Greetings, and welcome back to our in-depth financial dive. I am Emily, and I am your host today, presenting this crucial analysis of the past week's cash flow movements. The financial currents have been particularly turbulent, revealing patterns that demand closer examination. On the surface, we observed significant shifts in liquidity across key sectors. Data indicates a noticeable influx into certain defensive assets, while simultaneously, a sharp, almost abrupt outflow was detected from areas typically considered high growth. This dichotomy is, in itself, noteworthy. However, digging deeper into the raw transaction volumes and the timing of these movements unveils a more complex picture, one that has sparked intense discussion behind closed doors. There are whispers in financial circles of large, coordinated transactions occurring outside the usual market hours. Movements that don't neatly align with publicly available news or standard economic indicators. Could these be the actions of major institutional players rebalancing portfolios on an unprecedented scale? Or are there other, perhaps less visible hands guiding these flows? One perspective suggests these movements are a natural correction, a delayed reaction to previous market exuberance, with smart money rotating into safer havens anticipating future volatility. Another viewpoint, however, points to the sheer magnitude and concentrated nature of some of these transactions, suggesting a level of intent and coordination that goes beyond typical market behavior. Some analysts are even exploring the possibility that these patterns could be linked to shifts in global geopolitical strategies, or perhaps even pre-positioning ahead of significant, yet unannounced policy changes. The velocity of the outflows from certain sectors was particularly striking, creating ripples that were felt across the entire market spectrum. This wasn't a gradual ebb, it felt more like a sudden drain. Conversely, the targeted inflows into specific areas, while seemingly logical on paper, occurred with a precision that raises questions about the underlying intelligence driving these decisions. Was this based on superior data analysis, or something more? We've seen similar patterns in other global markets historically, often preceding periods of significant upheaval or unexpected market shifts. While it is crucial to remain objective and consider all standard economic explanations, the anomalies in the data this past week are significant enough to warrant exploring these alternative perspectives. The scale, the timing, and the targeted nature of these cash flows paint a picture that is anything but ordinary. Understanding these dynamics is paramount for investors navigating these uncertain waters. It highlights the importance of looking beyond the headlines and analyzing the raw data for clues about the true forces at play. The market is a complex ecosystem, and sometimes the most important stories are written not in the price charts, but in the silent, massive movements of capital beneath the surface. This is a situation we will continue to monitor closely as more data becomes available and the picture hopefully becomes clearer, or perhaps even more intriguing. This is the kind of financial puzzle that keeps analysts up at night, trying to connect the seemingly disparate dots into a coherent narrative. The implications of these cash flow patterns could be far-reaching, potentially signaling shifts that will redefine market dynamics in the weeks and months to come. The coming days will be critical in determining whether these were isolated events or the early signs of a larger unfolding strategy. The financial world is watching, waiting to see if the next piece of the puzzle confirms the conventional wisdom or reveals a hidden agenda. Remember, in the world of finance, information is power, and understanding the flow of money is key to unlocking the market's secrets. This is a summary and analysis built upon large language data, updated quickly and most recently, aiming to provide you with a comprehensive view. Please subscribe to the channel to follow objective and accurate information updated daily.